especially on the third one. Yeah, I'll check that.
Once, long ago, a little girl named Elizabeth was waiting at the edge of a forest. She was waiting for a famous storyteller, Monsieur La Flute. She heard the branches snapping, and then it was Monsieur La Flute, always dressed in forest green, had a feather in his hat. His cape was blowing in the wind, and in the lining of his cape, there were 1,000 tiny pockets, and every pocket had a tiny book. Hello, Elizabeth. Here, take a book. Elizabeth read these words. Once, there was a little dragon. And suddenly, the words in the book, they seemed to be changing. They were moving. They were pulling her into the book. She was spinning round and round, going into the book. She was in a castle room, a tower room. It was beautiful. There were drapes, a table and a bowl of fruit. And then something moved in the room. Please, who's moving? You're frightening me. She saw what it was. It looked like a little green dog under the table. Come out, doggy. I'm not a dog. I'm a dragon. Oh, you're a dragon. You frightened me. I didn't frighten you. I don't frighten anyone. You know what a dragon does? He breathes fire. Watch what happens when I breathe. Nothing. Well, let's play a game. What's the game? It's called hide and seek. You hide, I'll seek you out. I give it a try. Elizabeth saw the dragon but pretended not to. Dragon, you're too clever. I'm never going to find you, dragon. And then she reached out slowly and pinched the dragon's tail. I think I got you. It's a good game. 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 The dragon was having a wonderful time. Good game. Good game. Good game. Oh, Elizabeth, listen. It's the king and the court. They make fun of me every day. Better hide. Elizabeth jumped behind the curtain just as the door flew open. In came the king. Well, what are you? I'm a dragon, sire. Oh, I'm not sure what you are. You can't breathe fire. We'll find out what you are. Come in, my court, come in. With the lords and ladies in waiting, the jesters, the nesters, the bowers and the fawners, and the very brave knight, and the ne'er-do-wells. Oh, and the very odd smells. Get out, out. With the highs, the lows, the do's, the does, the kens, the cannots, the ups, the downs, the smiles and the frowns, and now the roundheads, squareheads, baldheads, and the fatheads. Well, we're all here for you. Breathe us fire! He doesn't have fire in him. He's useless. Come, we'll be back tomorrow. Come. Ho, ho. Oh, he doesn't have it in him. No, he doesn't have it in him. He doesn't have it in him. Well, he doesn't have it in him. He doesn't have it in him. Well, he doesn't have it in him. Well, he doesn't have it in him. No, he doesn't have it in him. No, he doesn't have it in him. He doesn't have it in him. When you could barely hear them, Elizabeth came out. Never mind them. I don't care about them. I'm used to it. But there was a tear coming down the side of his face. Elizabeth picked him up and brought him to the window. Dragon, I think you are wonderful, and you're full of fun. She opened the window. Said, Dragon, look. That's the biggest mountain I've ever seen. It's like a needle of ice on the top. Oh, yes, it's Dragon Mountain. My father climbed that 1,000,000 years ago and saved the world. What? It's true, Elizabeth. One night the sun was turning blue. It had a crust of ice around it. So all night, my father climbed Dragon Mountain. In the morning, when the blue sun came up, my father breathed fire all the way into the sun, melted the crust of ice, saved the world.
A mighty breath, a white-hot fire shot forth amidst a roar. Shot through the mist and pierced the clouds, past heaven and stars it soared. When the sun it struck, a cracking sound rang out throughout the land. In the yellow fire, our dragon saw his victory in hand. 1,000 times, 1,000 years, and oh so long ago came the days when fear swept o'er the land, frozen white in ice and snow. But a creature strong of mind and heart, true unto his king and loyal, saved the world that day and became at once forever Dragon Royal.
Dragon, you can breathe fire. I could not. Well, let's play another game. Good game. No, this is a different game. Shut your eyes, all right? I shut my eyes. Dragon, I want you to imagine a log burning in a fireplace. Oh, Elizabeth, I see it in my mind. Good. Keep your eyes shut and breathe out. All right, I do it. The dragon didn't know it, but he had breathed the blue flame. Now I want you to imagine a bonfire. 100 logs burning at night. Oh, Elizabeth, I see that in my mind. Good. Keep your eyes shut. Breathe out. All right, I do it. This time the flame was 4 feet long, blue and yellow. Dragon, please, I want you to imagine your father 1,000,000 years ago breathing fire all the way to the sun. Elizabeth, I see it in my mind. Good, keep your eyes shut. Breathe out. This time, the flame went all the way across the room, out the tower window. Elizabeth said, Dragon, open your eyes. I want you to breathe. Dragon, you have fire. What do you say? Just then, the door flew open. In came the king. Dragon, we are so cold that we're frightened. Did I see fire come out the tower window? Come in, my court. Hurry up. Come on, my court. Lords, ladies in the waiting, jesters, nesters, bowers. Well, come in, everybody. Dragon, please. Do you have fire? Oh, here's fire! Here's fire! We're saved! Here's fire! Just then, Elizabeth was looking out the window. She saw the blue sun. Dragon, that happened 1,000,000 years ago. The sun is setting. It's turning blue. It has a crust of ice around it. Tonight, you've got to climb Dragon Mountain all night. In the morning, when the blue sun comes up, breathe fire all the way into the sun. Melt the crust of ice, or we shall freeze to death. My knight will take you. No! Elizabeth will take me! Elizabeth grabbed the dragon, and she went running down the circular stone stairs. Down and down the stairs. She ran out into the stark, cold night, and she ran all the way to the base of the mountain. Dragon, I can't take you. It's too cold, too dark. It's all right, Elizabeth. I'll be like a lantern. I'll keep you warm. Take me up the mountain. So Elizabeth went running up the mountain, running and running. Oh, Dragon, my knees hurt. It's all right. You're doing fine, Elizabeth. Just go slower. And down below, the king and the court, they were all crying, hurry, hurry, little dragon, but he doesn't have it in him. Hurry, hurry, little dragon. Elizabeth went up and up the mountain. The dragon, we almost fell. It's all right, Elizabeth. Jump across. I can't. I'm afraid of heights. Elizabeth, put your foot on the edge. Now shut your eyes. Now imagine you have wings, Elizabeth. Now rock back and forth. 1, Elizabeth, you have wings. 2, Elizabeth, you have wings. 3, fly. I did it. Oh, thank you, dragon. I'll take you up. Up and up Elizabeth went, but down below the people were saying, it's almost morning. Dragon, it's sheer ice. Use your claws and go to the top. And down below, someone said, it's too late. The blue sun is rising. But the king said, no, he's on the top. The dragon knew his flame had to outrace the sun, so he took the deepest breath of his life. The cold mountain air flooded his tiny body, and then he breathed out his finest breath. It was a wondrous white flame that shot forward for miles. People around the earth said, it must be a wagon load of shooting stars. The dragon's flame shot up and up now. It curved around a star. There were sparks of orange, blue, yellow, and green, and the flame shot down and down and down. It shot right into the center of the sun. And there was a cracking sound. You could hear all through the universe. Then, everything was silent. An old woman said, look, the sun, it's yellow, it's yellow, it's yellow, it's yellow, it's yellow, it's yellow! Oh, the dragon did it, it's yellow, it's yellow! Everybody celebrated! Oh, the dragon did it! Everyone danced and sang, oh, the dragon! And Elizabeth said, dragon, what do you say? Did it! The king said, give me the dragon. We don't call you little dragon, we call you royal dragon. What do you say to the people, royal dragon? We did it! And indeed, he did it. Elizabeth looked around and everything was gone. There was the forest. There was Miss Silver Flute. Ah, Elizabeth. Story is over. You are very brave. May I take the book, please?